Sure. So moving on, man, the big fight, man. Spence against Crawford, man. And everybody is talking about it. I don't care what show I start, the title might be, it always end up talking about Spence and Crawford, man. And
Right.
the fight that we all been clamoring for the last 5 to 6 years, and it's finally here. Let me get your take on it, bro.
I think this is the best of the best. This is what we've been waiting on. I think Spence got to bring everything he has in his arsenal along with Crawford. He got to bring everything in his arsenal. This is one of those fights where we could try to pick a guy and say, "Oh, this guy's smarter, this guy's sharper," but really, they both similar, but then they not similar. What makes them similar to me? They both killers. They both want to get you out of the ring. You know what I mean? They don't just want to win. They want to beat you up and get you out. What makes them similar, of course, is the styles. You know what I mean? Spence is a complete southpaw, and he's somewhat of a pressure fighter. You know what I mean? Well, I'm working. He is a pressure fighter, but he can box. Now Crawford, on the other hand, he will box. In the beginning, he will box, start off boxing, but then he ends up hurting guys. You know what I mean? His style is a little tricky because we don't always see him looking to counter, or we don't always see him looking to set you up, but then it just happens. You know what I mean? With Crawford, things just happen. You know what I mean? But with Spence, you can see what's happening with Spence. He breaks you down round by round. So that's what makes it a great fight. But the attitude of each fighter is similar. Like I said, when they want to get you out the ring. You know what I mean? So I just think it's going to be a great fight. I did pick Crawford to win. I picked Crawford to stop Spence in the 7th or 8th round.
Ooh. Yeah, man. Well said. I definitely feel though they're similar in some ways, and then they're totally different in some ways. I feel though that Crawford is the better boxer. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be truthfully honest. I think this particular fight is going to finally boil down to will. Who's going to want this fight the most? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because a fight's going to break out. I feel though that Crawford's going to start out boxing. You know what I mean? But the first time that Spence tags him good, I feel though that's when a fight breaks out. And you know how Crawford is. He's a very confident brother. And I feel though that he is not going to let Spence get the best of him. And he's going to, go toe to toe, and they're going to end up rumbling. And it's just going to be two trains colliding with each other. Somebody's definitely going down. I wouldn't be surprised if they both touched the canvas that night. It just seems like it could be that type of fight. You got Spence where he's just a pressure fighter, but yet he's fundamentally sound and he can box. He showed us that against Mikey Garcia. So, I feel though that we're just going to have an excellent fight. I feel though when it all bears down, it's going to be whoever's going to bite down on that gum shield the most and say, you know what? You might got more skill than me or this or that, but we got to see who really is that dog, man. We got two different dogs in here tonight, man.
Yeah, two great dogs at that.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
I just feel like whoever really gets off first, like really get off, not whoever lands first, but whoever really get off, whoever takes the momentum, that's who's gonna win the fight. But I feel like that's gonna happen with Crawford. I think in my mind, I see Earl Spence actually dropping Crawford or just putting him through a hell of a time before it happens. But Crawford, like I said, he's one of them guys, when you put him under great pressure, you know what I mean, he reacts. He performs great. You know what I mean? That takes him to another level. So it's going to be back and forth at first, but then I see Crawford taking it. You know what I mean? I just think it'll go that way. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's boxing. Either one of us could be wrong. It could be a draw. Who knows, man? It's just the type of fight that anything can happen. It's the type of fight I wouldn't bet my money on because I don't bet my money on 50-50. I only bet my money on things I know I'm going to win. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fight I can't wait to see, and man, it's just thinking about it gives me goosebumps, man, because it's actually going to happen now, I mean, very few times you get two fellas on this level, elite levels, that's willing to risk these O's, man, and just do it for all. I mean, come
Right.
on, we don't get that all the time. Normally, we
No.
get it when one foot is out the ready to retire, or somebody done already been beat. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Right.
that hasn't happened. You know what I
Right.
mean? You got two guys that have been through a lot in their life, you know what I mean, and still always prevail. Spence just had the accident and everything. He just had the issue with his eye. But then you had Terrence Crawford back in the day that got shot in the head. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And still drove himself to the hospital. That's what you
Right.
call will right there, bruh. So when you
Right.
put those two type of things in the same ring, heaven knows what can happen.
Right. That's why it's going to be a great fight. Great fight.
Great fight, man. I was watching an interview this morning with Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder's coach, and they were talking about how Spence did 19 rounds straight in like 120-degree. They said that gym be hot as hell where he
Right.
be at, and he said they did like 19 rounds straight, and the first 5 rounds were with Jermell Charlo. You know what I
Right.
mean? They said, man, the boy just works like crazy. And he
Right.
just loves to spar. When somebody does that all the time, is that good or what?
I mean, the thing is, not all sparring is the same. So
Yeah.
if I imagine a guy going 19 rounds, I don't think he's going to war for 19 rounds.
You
You know
might
what I
be
mean?
working
So
on something.
yeah, it's strategic. So especially
Okay.
on this level of boxing, it's never just going in there and just beating each other up. You know what I mean? They have guys that they bring in for specific reasons, and each round has a specific reason. So what they do is they just break everything down. That's all.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a winner. Yeah, man. I had to get you on here, bro, because I always like hearing your take on everything, man, because you break things down so excellently, bro. I probably didn't say that word right. But I know you get down, man. You know boxing, man. And I know you say that you got to be in the gym at 1. So I'm going to let you go. But before I let you go, man, let people know about your platforms, man. Because like I told you the other day, I'm just finding out you got a YouTube channel, man. And I've been coming on, man. There'd be a lot of people up in there at 10 o'clock at night, man.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I get it going.
Yeah.
I had the GHB TV for a while, but I had it under a different name. I actually had it for years. I got some old interviews on there, some old footage, you know what I mean, things like that. But I recently, the last 3 months, been going kind of hard. Not as hard as I could, but I've been putting up some videos and stuff like that. And it's doing pretty good. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah. Can you shout it out one more time? What is it?
GHB TV.
Good. Y'all make
On
sure
YouTube.
y'all go out and check that man show out. It comes on at 10 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah, so most of the time I get on live at 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I switch it up, stuff like that.
Yeah, y'all make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification button. So that way you'll know when his stuff is coming on, man. There'll be some good stuff, man. And y'all know he don't hold back, man. He speaks his mind. He ain't sugarcoating shit. Yesterday he got on his live and said, I hate most of y'all.
Real rap.
On your Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's up, man. I always appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming to the show, man. And other than that, you got anything else you want to say to anybody before you get out?
No, I'm good, man. I just want everybody to, pay close attention to the game, you know what I mean, and keep supporting the guys who really support the sport. You know what I mean? The guys who are in the sport. You know what I mean? Just keep showing love, man. I appreciate you, Jay.
I appreciate you too, Greg. Well, other than that, this is your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, my man Greg Hackett, and we out of here.
Thank you, sir. Get with you.
Peace.